living in a time of unprecedented technological change. One that enables us to connect with each other and the world in ways we never thought possible. From the palm of our hand to the point of a screen with the touch of a finger. This also brings us a whole new generation of digital natives who have grown up accustomed to instant connections, communications, community, and commerce. A new generation with new tools and a whole new way of doing business. We are your future. But really, it's about me and you, and you, and you, and us. Creating a global connected marketplace, disrupted. And to tap into this new marketplace, to reach your audience, target them, relate to them, and help them reach their potential, you will need to communicate as they do, with all the digital tools, techniques, and tactics they use every day, every hour, and every moment. And once you begin, there's no limit to how far you can connect with them and grow your business. That's the power of digital networking, and it's happening right now. Every day, everywhere. The only question is, are you with us?
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is a fantastic weekend with all of you today. Please mute. I hope everyone is well and healthy at home. And welcome everybody to today's sharing. Today's sharing time is a bit different than most. Usually we do 2:30, but we just had a fantastic virtual celebration online just now. So we had to delay a bit for today. Anyway, so my name is Willing, and I've been in this business for quite a few years. And today I'm going to share with you a bit about the experience, why this opportunity, for some of you here looking to learn more about this opportunity, and as well as to understand how to do it. But more importantly, today we have a very special guest. As always, we have an interview later after my sharing, which we will invite a very, very successful leader, Juinn Wen, and he will come in a short while. But before that, let me go ahead and share with you a bit about my experience in this business, why I chose to do this, and as well as the potential of this business coming forward. So if you guys are feeling good today and you're feeling awesome today, give yourself a round of applause. Press 88888 for yourselves here. Remember to invite all your friends to come in. Definitely for those who are here today, you will definitely be pleasantly surprised by the information that you will receive, and as well as how this fits into your life as you are working hard for your family and for your future as well. So please give yourself a round of applause for joining in today. Let me proceed. Okay, so I like to start with a story of two oranges. How many of you, feel like when you wake up in the morning, you are fresh? How many of you feel fresh in the morning? Give me a 1 if you feel fresh in the morning, you feel full of energy, you feel excited, you feel like you can take over the world or take on the world. Yes, you can. And also, that's my son, sorry. And as well as feel energized. I'm sure a lot of people do. As I do, when I wake up, I feel energized and I go to work. And a lot of it go to work. And I've been working in Motorola for many, many years. And I feel like that. But after, when I go to work, I, do the reports, I have the meetings, the conference calls, I meet with people, go upstairs, downstairs, look at the production lines and everything. But by the time when I go home, I kind of feel like B. That means all my energy has been squeezed out. All the excitement or all the energy. How many of you feel like the orange on the B side as you go home from work? As you're driving home, you feel, oh my God. How many feel that? And so, and this is not like a good or bad. I think this is really life, isn't it? We go to work charged up, we come back and we feel we need to get charged up again, But the thing is, I realize that, when we go to work, we tend to give the best to the company. And as we go home to our families, to our spouse and to our parents and to our lives, we feel that we are giving them what is, I guess, the leftovers. How many of you feel that? And I think the question really is, what do we want to give for our families? I know it's very important to work nonetheless, but I think that we also want to go back with energy and excitement and to have time to spend. But I think given that we work very hard, we sometimes don't have that kind of a choice to give our families the best of this. And so the question really is, if there is a choice, which one would you like? Which one, which orange would you like to give for your family? And although this is sometimes we look at our lives and, well, I have no choice. I have to go to work in A and come back like B. But what if there is a platform, and what if there is a way? A long time ago, I, like most of you, would be saying, a general dream for most people would be study hard, work hard, have a family, and then, work until 60, and then maybe travel the world, maybe, go on a holiday or do what you want to do. I think that's quite standard for most people. But I don't know, when I was given this dream when I was young, I said, oh, okay, that's the way it is. But as you grow up, you think, well, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to work until I'm 60. How many of you want to retire early? If you want to retire early, give me a 1 if you want to retire earlier, earlier or early. And retire with choices in life. Retire to do the things that you want to do while you still have health and while you still have the youth that you should enjoy. But nonetheless, I was like that, and Casey and I, worked hard, and then we got married and we started a small family, and that's really us. 18 years ago, when I was still working in Motorola. Casey was a chemical engineer. I was a mechanical engineer, and what do? We develop and engineer and qualify cells and all this for telecommunications and radios, and that's really what we did. And we were happy. I think the pay was great. We looked at ourselves and said, hey, that's pretty good. We're engineers. I was an engine manager, and Casey was a senior chemical engineer. And I was saying, oh, that's not too bad. That's good. But when we start to have kids and we started to realize, they need time, and we're blessed that our parents-in-laws and parents were able to take care of them when their health. But we started to see their health kind of slow down a little bit because they aged as well, don't they? They age. And we started to realize, time became really, really important. And that's when that orange kind of struck me, and when you look at, what you want to give for your family, the times that you want, I think those priorities become more and more important as we grow older. And so we were introduced to this opportunity by my sister-in-law, Casey's eldest sister. And at that time, we were like, what is this? We're not suited for this. We're professionals. Why do we need to do this? I'm sure a lot of you may feel that way right now. It's like, oh, I've got a job. I don't need this. And that's exactly how I felt until I understood what this company was about, which I will go ahead and share as we continue, which kind of changed my perspective and say, hey, this is not really just about selling something. It's about creating more time And I know that you want more time. A lot of people want your time. Your kids want your time, and your parents want your time. Time becomes a priceless commodity. And looking at that, looking at the facts, looking at the information, doing our research, looking at the product, we said, hey, this is possible. And I told my wife that within 2 years' time, she probably didn't have to work anymore. And it came true. Within a year and a half, while building the business part-time, I was able to free her, despite the challenges, despite not knowing what it is about business, not knowing about skincare, not knowing about supplements, not knowing about how to actually do the business. We were just engineers, right? All we knew to do was solve problems, right? Engineering problems, not talk to people. But we realized that time was such an important thing. We say, hey, we can learn how to do this business, and we did it part-time. And again, Casey was able to become a full-time mother. That was my first dream. And a couple of years later, still part-time, we were able to generate enough income that it replaced my my salary in Motorola, which was quite high. It was about 15,000 ringgit at that time, and my commission was about the same amount. And said, hey, you know what? Let's do it full-time. So and we were looking at this. Hey, this is possible that we were able to get out of that employment earlier than planned. And we were able to duplicate this and teach many, many people how to do this. And that was the beauty of this platform that we're here today. So again, my dream was to get Casey to become a full-time mother. My dream was to spend more time with my parents. And when I was started Nu Skin business, they were 70. Now there are 86. I'm so blessed that this business gave me the time to spend with the most important people that in our lives, and that's our parents, and that was just wonderful. So I'm sure you want to spend more time with your parents and your family, and this probably could be a platform for you to get that that kind of freedom. But today, you may be in here and you're saying, oh, you're gonna sell stuff, and you're gonna sell me something. Well, I just want to share this with you. I think that's very important, because some of the most important people, most influential people in the world, like maybe Gandhi, who was able to fight for India's independence, and recently Elon Musk, who can tell the people we're going to go to Mars by 2030, and how many people would believe him? Or even create a car, how many people would believe him? All the people don't believe him, but these people change the world because they sell, and they sell a vision, a potential, a hopeful vision that will change many people's lives. So I hope that today it's not just about, maybe here, we're talking about selling products or lotions, but I think the bigger picture, the more important picture today is, how do we help more people achieve freedom? That vision of financial freedom, of passive income. If that's what you're looking for today, that's what we are talking about today. A platform that allows you to choose what kind of orange would you like to be for your family, for the people that you love. Not that what you can choose, because often when you work, you basically say, I have no choice, I got to work. If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. So I got to leave. I can't play with you. I got to go do this. And a lot of parents, a lot of dads like me, we don't want to make that choice, do we? And for how many years? 60? Oh my goodness. So today, if you want to accelerate your life, you want that freedom sooner, and you're looking for an opportunity, maybe, just maybe, this opportunity may be the one that you're looking for, for your whole life. We're here today only because of this little thing called COVID, who has basically changed the whole world and made our world upside down. We got to wear masks. We're looking for vaccines and all that kind of stuff. Although it has really challenges, it has really given us a different perspective about the world, what to do, how to live in a world like this, and how to prepare for the next wave, or if there is any, touch wood. But these things are not really foreign just because of a virus that changes. We always live with a crisis of layoffs, or stock market crashes, or economic recessions, or trade wars, don't we? And we're always faced by situations of layoffs. But I think what we're trying to do now, our mission really is, how can we help more families? This platform was able to help thousands of people have more time, more income, more freedom, is potentially able to help a lot more people in the society right now as we speak. So our mission is to help 1,000 families, maybe more, 10,000 families, to be able to be more sustainable and to have financial freedom and to achieve the dreams that want in their life. Now, this company is Nu Skin Enterprises. some company that I'm very, very proud of. And they operate in 55 countries, revenue about 2.5 billion US dollars. And we're talking about they are New York listed. That was something, like I said, many, many years ago when I didn't believe in the industry, really kind of really shocked me, because how could an MLM company be New York listed? And I was shocked because Motorola was also New York listed. It's like, hey, wow, same standard, huh? Wow. And it's 35 years, you know, in terms of its track record in sustaining and doing so much better in every crisis cycle that we have experienced. A couple of years ago, we were also recognized as the 100 most trustworthy company on the New York Stock Exchange by Forbes.com. So think about that in terms of the company credibility and strength. Let me continue. Now, we're not just a company and we look good and we have sales, but we have solid science. This is not borrowed science. These are science where we own, we develop, we research, we pay for, we have the grants and we do the research with. So much so that even Discovery Channel featured us back in 2012, 2013 on their hour-long feature, in the DNA, the next wave. So we have now the ability, we own the technology, the ability to reset over 5,000 youth gene clusters in your body, resetting them back to their youthful state again. Really, it's almost like, you know, reversing aging, you know, and we have the technical papers and reports and patents to support that fact. So that's solid science if you're looking for solid science. Now, and do people want it? There is extreme demand in anti-aging right now. The age-lock product that is able to reset health, you know, for the past 10 years has generated more than 10 years, generated more than 10 billion, almost $11 billion in revenue. Now, that's not possible if the market is not looking, or if the market is not buying products that people want, which is to look healthier, younger, and to feel younger. How many of you would like to feel younger? How many of you would like to look young? Give me a 1 if you want to feel younger and look younger. And I'm sure you're not the only one as well. I'm sure everybody in the world wants to have that. These are just a few examples of our key signature products called TR90 that has transformed Richard, 33, a car shop repair owner, losing 33 kilos, and look at his transformation. He is a totally different person. Okay, and why did he do that? Well, hey, not because he was overweight, because he has a young family to take care of and be the breadwinner of, and to transform for the sake of their lives. I think it's just an amazing, amazing thing. This is Dr. Solna. She is a master of plastic and reconstructive surgery. She's always had a struggle of losing weight, tried all sorts of methods, and nothing really worked until she tried TR90, which gave her the lifestyle to enjoy food at the same time. And look at her today. And we're very, very happy. She's right now, I believe, going to deliver a baby next year in February too. So we're congratulations, Dr. Sona, on her transformation. You know, I've been on this program myself back in 2009 on an earlier version. And of course, again, as you can see, you know, this product really works. This product is able to fit your lifestyle, you know, give you the type of body shape that you would want. How many of you would like to have a body shape that you would dream of? Yeah, give me 5 if you would like to wake up with a dream body, a dream health, your dream, you know, to be able to wear the clothes that you would like to do as well. And back then to now, I was 39, and I just passed the half a century mark already. So, you know, how about that? You know, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, you know, if you see one testimonial of somebody losing weight, you probably would say, good, the product really works. But when you see 200,000 people using the product successfully, that's no longer just a product. It basically tells you that there is a market for people who want to have a better body shape, who want better health, who want to be younger, fitter, and last longer, right? Last longer. And we're very, very proud recently about just 3-4 weeks, and also this information just came just recently, just about, I think, yesterday, that Malaysia that our TR90 program was ranked the #1 weight management and well-being brand for 4 consecutive years. Let's give Nu Skin a round of applause. Give me lots of 8s, please. And Singapore as well for 3 consecutive years. Let's give Nu Skin Singapore a round of applause as well, which is tremendous. So if you're looking for the best, the healthiest, the safest, the most effective, the one that has the best results, the one that's the most popular, that is the number one, then hey, you've gone the right place. TR90 is the solution. Again, this is, Nu Skin. Again, it is not just about supplement. This is about beauty and anti-aging. We are, again, the number one at-home beauty device system brand, right? Our LumiSpa took over 25% of the worldwide market of cleansing devices in only 4 months. So this is not just any company. This is Nu Skin Enterprises. Welcome to Nu Skin Enterprises. Let's give Nu Skin a round of applause. And at the rate that we're going in, I think a lot more people are looking for more DIY, do it yourself at home, isn't it? Because of COVID, because not just about that, because of traveling, parking, the cost involved. If you can do everything yourself at home and have better, younger solution and results, why not? And at the same time, why not make money? Why not be able to build a global business from your home? Every house, imagine every house is a mini salon right there waiting for you. Now, anti-aging is not something new. Now, it's not something that we just found and discovered, jump in and just do the business, follow us, trust us. No, don't do that. These are tech titans who are already, who made their billions and millions in technology, in tech. But look at how much money they're investing in genetics, in anti-aging, in youth preservation, in longevity research. So this is not new. In fact, while these guys are doing research, Nu Skin already has commercial products available outside for people to use and purchase. And that's why Discovery Channel chose us and featured us. And I heard that they're going to feature us again. Probably we'll see that next year. We're very, very excited about this collaboration. So again, anti-aging. Now, what really struck me, and I'm not an accounts person. I'm not a person that is good in numbers. I'm just an engineer. Yes, okay, numbers too. But nothing about making money. I was just solving problems with engineering equations. But let me show you a very simple, part of our velocity plan. There's 3 parts in our velocity plan. This is probably the one that you and I would probably be more interested in. How to achieve passive income, how to build passive leveraged income. So let me give an example. If you were able to, out of your 200 friends or 2,000 friends that you have, is it possible that 5 of them would like to participate and build a global business from home? Yeah, it's possible. Is it possible that each 5 would be able to do the same thing? Yeah, that's possible too. So if 25, if that's possible for them, it'd probably be possible for them to duplicate that as well. 5, 25, 125, 625, 3125, and 15625. That is basically 6 generations of finding 5 people who like to do the business from home, have more time with their family, decide to be a juicy orange rather than a squeezed out orange. Now, the reason I show you this is because Nu Skin's compensation plan is paying each generation of franchises 5% of their total revenue. So basically, for some companies, they pay the first level 4%. But as the level goes down, they pay less and less. 4, 1, quarter, and 0. Some companies pay 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when your organizations get bigger and bigger on your 6th generation, they pay less and less. Some companies don't even get that far. They stop even only at 3 levels. So the significance now is Nu Skin pays 5%, 6 generations consistently. If you're a person who loves things to be fair, and you often hear people say, the top always makes the most money. Well, when you look at this plan, you realize that everybody makes the same amount, 5% on top, 5% on the bottom, which to me is just fantastic. Everybody is the same. Now, the beautiful thing about network marketing is that the exponential growth, that on your 6 levels, as you see now, it's almost 80% of your total organization. And guess what? Who pays you consistently and pays you at 5%? Nu Skin Enterprises. So making the choice between other companies and Nu Skin company wasn't very difficult. I'm looking for long-term business expansion. I'm looking for fair compensation out. I'm looking for, of course, the best payout percentage, 5%, consistently all 6 levels deep. So I hope that today with this picture, you know why many years ago, today, together with me and of course the special guest here today, would choose Nu Skin's compensation plan. Does that make sense? If you like this compensation, let's give each other 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. You understand this plan. Now, of course, does this plan work? Well, don't take it from me. Take it from 1,600 millionaires who have earned more than $1 million from Nu Skin's business opportunity. 51 of them have made more than 20 million right? 109 of them more than 10 million, 175 of them more than 5 million and 1,270 of them more than 1 million Okay, are you excited now? Give me a 1111 if you're excited today. Now, we were also, some people will say, well, is this true? The numbers could be made up. Well, we were featured in Forbes Asia. Forbes is a very, very credible magazine, very popular magazine. And we were all featured, the 100 millionaires in Southeast Asia that was created in the past 20 years. They're all listed here today. So that's something that we're very, very proud of, to be able to be included on this magazine. So, many things are happening, and we recently went through an exciting limited time offer launch, which was a very, very special launch for those people who are in the business. This product is called ageLOC Boost. And if you recognize this lady on the left here, her name is Sammy. I'm sure all of you know this. Sammy on Instagram, in her Instagram, showed us what she's using now, and that's what she's holding, Boost. And a lot of celebrities are also using this, and it is featured in the in very prominent TV shows, broadcast shows in Taiwan. You can see the person's face, and of course, the results are not just what they say. When we use them, you can see the significant difference between her left side, as is more brighter, more radiant, and more full using this LumiSpa product. This product, again, it's new. It's one of the additions to our many more. And this market segment will grow 3 times from $39 billion. Remind you, Nu Skin is only $2.5 billion. This is $39 billion and will grow 3 times in 4 years. So that market potential is huge. This is a pattern of our innovation. We don't just launch one product and sell it forever. We continually innovate. And throughout the years, we've continued to develop new products along the way, and Boost is just one of the many successful ones that we're launching. Again, official launch in March. Well, guys, I am very, very excited here to introduce our special guest today, and you can see this right now. He was featured on the Straits Times. So the significance about this reporting was that the person who reported, who interviewed Juinn Wen, as you can see here with his wife, was a very, very skeptical financial reporter. It's a financial reporter who interviewed, and the question was saying, why would a successful stockbroker jump into network marketing? We'll find out as we interview him more later, okay? And again, they are very inspiring. Both Juinn Wen and are just amazing parents. They are able to provide the best education for their kids, paid for by Nu Skin business, as well as a very filial son was able to bring his mother along to travel well with the health and the time right now. So he's very, very proud to be able to do that, and a very inspiring role model for all of us as well. And he lives a fantastic lifestyle, which is he was just telling me how he went to Italy, South Italy Sea, went on a private yacht, and to travel to each of these spots, which is just amazing. How many of you would like to live that kind of a lifestyle? And he's not just talking about it, he lives it. And I'm very privileged to have known Juinn Wen for many years in this business. I call him a mentor, somebody that I learned so much from, especially from his his perspective about economy and as well as a business. He's a graduate of the London School of Economics in Political Science and Economics, and 30 years of hands-on experience in economics and investments, not just for other people, but for himself as well, and did very, very well. And as well was he even reported to the Lee Hsien Loong, the PM at that time, and was the ex-deputy director of Ministry of Trade and Industry in Singapore. So without further ado, I would like to introduce everybody, and please give lots of 88888 to Tan Juinn Wen, COE2 and Platinum Presidential Director. Are you there? Hi, Juinn Wen, are you there? Juinn Wen. Oh. Unmute.
Okay, you didn't unmute me earlier.
Yeah,
okay.
Got it.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi.
Thank you very much for joining today. You know, as always, you are
inviting me.
And you're calling. Okay, so got it. All right, good. So so you know, let's learn a bit about you, and basically a bit about what the financial reporter, you know, why was he skeptical? So why did you jump into it? How did you come into the business? Share with the team, please.
So she was wondering why, as a guy, as a serious economist, someone who was assisting Lee Hsien Loong in policy, macro policy issues, and then later on as a stockbroker, why I would do something like this. In fact, she was quite condescending. It's like, you know, by the time you have to do network marketing selling skincare, it's pretty pathetic, isn't it? It's probably, I don't know, right down there for her, you know. So I told her 3 reasons. Firstly, in my 30 plus years of looking at investments, either for myself or for my institutional clients, I have never seen something that is a sure win business.
Wow.
That can be done by all of us, irrespective of our background and our financial means, or whether we are in business or not in business. And why do I say that? Because we are in a sunrise industry of wellness. People will continue to want to be younger, slimmer, better looking for, I don't know, the next 1,000 years, tens of thousands, for sure. And you're backed up by the star company in the sector, and you don't have to put in capital, you don't have to put inventory, you don't worry about manpower. What more do you want, right? And as you described, the comp plan, you can keep multiplying your passive income. So our income is not just passive, but compounding passive income. The second reason I told her was, firstly, when you do business, the chances of success in traditional business is at best 1%. And even if you were successful in business, you may not have time freedom, you may not have youth, you may not have health. Whereas in this business, besides being the first point of sure win and having compounding passive income, you will get time freedom, you get your youth, you get your health, and you saw in the pictures. When I started this business, my 2 girls were 10 and 6. They're now 29 and 25. Now, as a parent, for all of the parents out there, you cannot turn back the clock to when they were 10 and 6 again. You can't say, let me get on with making the money and let's go back to your childhood. There's no such thing, right? And today when I talk to my girls, I still talk about, you remember that basketball game or this thing that we did when they were this age? You need time, okay? And the third reason, the most important of all, in all those years when we were doing well in stockbroking, I always ask myself, can I repeat it next year? What about 5 years from now? What about when my kids need to go to school? Will I still have this sum of money coming in?
True.
I don't know, right? So to me, the most important thing that Nu Skin has given, the third reason, is complete peace of mind.
Yes.
When you go to your ATM machine and when you press and the money comes out, wow, that's wonderful, isn't it? But someone has to load the machine in the first place. It's called passive income, right? So I think we are also lucky today to either be doing Nu Skin or be introduced by a friend or family member to Nu Skin.
I totally understand that. Like you said, your kids, when you grow up, you kind of, if you don't have this, you'll miss it very fast, and you cherish it very much. Yeah, I think that's important. So as we talk about family, so how has Nu Skin benefited you and your family? Anyways, we're going into that topic.
Okay. So before, like I said, I started when my kids were 10 and 6, and obviously my wife and I, we like to travel. We've taken our kids even before Nu Skin to holidays, but those holidays were different. When I was a stockbroker, I used to carry 2 headphones, one my local phone, one a company phone. Now you can imagine when I'm in the US time zones and all that, I want to go and enjoy Disney World in Orlando. Suddenly the calls come through, the markets have crashed or this and that. It's over. The holiday is over, right? I booked a nice 3 weeks holiday to the Maldives, Banyan Tree and all that. And my wife said, oh, we had a wonderful time stroking the stingrays. I said, I don't remember that. She said, because you went home. So I was beginning to think I have amnesia. There were gaps in my family life. And I realized that every time that dreaded office phone rings, my wife knows that the holiday is over for me, right? And you always wonder, peace of mind. Okay, I also like to think of, again, I call this a 3-generation business. What do I mean? For most of us here, we are what we call the sandwich class. We not only have to take care of ourselves, we have to take care of our parents, we have to take care of our kids. And the pressure is tremendous. Why do I call this a 3-generation business? Because this business not only benefits ourselves, it benefits our kids. The joy we get as a parent, should your kid be able to make it to a top overseas university, and it's going to cost you a fair bit of money.
Yes.
And you can put them through and not say, sorry, dears, mom and dad don't have the money, maybe later, but they can't wait.
True.
Right? So we're able to benefit our kids, and we're also able to take care of our parents who have worked so hard for us. Not just giving them the best, but giving them the time now when they are healthy, when they can travel. Yeah? So I call this a 3-generation business.
It makes all the sense. Another way of looking at it is that, our parents used to work very hard, and, they used to buy property or buy land. Of course, we can't buy land property now.
That's
but
right.
This business is an asset that it can be inherited by the next generation as well.
That's right.
So
And one more intangible, which actually is very tangible. What do most parents tell their kids? Oh, you must be resilient. You must think out of the box. Why don't you lead by example? Why is it when someone says Nu Skin, you say, oh, no, that's not for me because it's skincare. So you have no right to tell your kids to think out of the box, to be resilient, if you are not prepared to be open-minded yourself.
Absolutely. I think, the open-minded and resilience, even those are great values to teach your kids as well.
The best thing you can give your kids, right?
Yes. Especially in economies like this, resilience is very important.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know Juinn Wen, and I see them, and I see the example that he leads not only as his family, but his organization as well. So he really is a person who walks the talk. We're very lucky here today. Let's give Juinn Wen a round of applause for sharing. Given your during the lockdown, coming back to Nu Skin business, during the lockdown, it affected both Malaysia and Singapore, all over the world too. Were there any, while the market was shrinking and things like that, you were growing, how did your organization grow, and how did it grow still during this time of lockdown?
Okay, so in Singapore, we locked down, we had a circuit breaker, a lockdown on April 7th. So I remember at that time, some of my partners were talking to me. So I said, okay, worst case, if the next 6 months or however long this lockdown lasts, if our numbers were to drop by 20-30%, it merely meant that we take back 20-30% less. Now, if you were a traditional business and your numbers drop by 20%, you could be out of business. In fact, you will be out of business, okay? But in the event, the worst month was the month of April, where my total organization dropped by about 12% because people were adjusting.
Yes.
And then there were some segments of my group who say, damn it, let's do something about it. Let's not moan and groan, let's do what we need to do. Then we very quickly, some of these people very quickly shifted to pivoted to do Zoom and to do this and that, you know. And then the next month in May, it started to grow and grow and grow. In fact, these months have been really good months. Now, even though in Singapore we had a new showcase, actually myself and a lot of my leaders and a lot of our customers have not been down to the showcase, and the numbers have gone up tremendously. Now, you know, typically for Nu Skin, when we have a promo, my God, the showcase is jam-packed, right? But obviously we can't do that. But the promos, and when we have a promo, the numbers are even up better than most promos in the past. And yet there is no queue. Everything is silent. I think that's amazing.
Right.
It's truly amazing. In fact, I want to talk about, so people will ask me, so again, it's the 80-20 rule. Maybe 80% of the people are doing okay, maybe some are struggling, but there's always a 20-30% who say, let's take the bull by the horns.
Right.
So in fact, there was this one leader who, when she was confronted with this issue, said to her team, come on guys, let's not just try to survive, let's really strive. Let's do what we used to do offline, online.
Yes.
You know, one-on-one, product Zoom or whatever. And then how do you buy? Okay, I put you on and then we buy. And they said, my God, this thing works. This thing really works, right?
Right. Yes.
And in fact, we found during this period, people have more time to listen to us.
Yes.
Yeah, but previously, we say, okay, meet me at the showcase at 7 p.m. Then they got caught in a traffic jam. By the time they arrive, it's 7:50. They're hungry. They're not really paying attention. Then they got to go home, right? But now if I say, hey, why not, after you put your kids to bed, why not I try and show you, I help you to unbox your new, whatever, Boost. I'll show you how to use it. And
Right.
this stuff works. This stuff really works, right? So we managed to pivot there. So there was one leader, I want to point an example, and she said, let's do this. So her OV was X in March. By December this month, I think she could be looking at 3X.
Wow.
That means a triple in what? 9 months? 9 months? Yeah. And when we talk about passive income, this is very important. Go to any financial planner and say, if I now have passive income of X dollars today, in 9 months' time, how much can you make it grow? The guy said, not very much. Right? Well, give me 10 years, 20 years, right? But if you say, hey, a friend of mine told me there was this vehicle where I don't have to put in capital, I don't have inventory, I have no special skills, and of course I take no risk, and my income could go up. My passive income could go up 20%, 30%, double. And there was one person who actually tripled.
Wow.
It's madness, right? But it's a real life example. So I thought I wanted to give you a real life example.
Absolutely. I think that a lot of people may just look at us as potions, lotions, but when they look at this and they analyze and understand the model, like you said, you know, from a X to 3X, this is.
Yeah, but let me qualify. I'm not saying everyone does 3X.
Yeah.
But I'm saying let's be a little bit more conservative. What if I said in 3 years' time, I could raise your passive income by 50%? Still a remarkable achievement, don't you think?
I mean, as a stockbroker, I trust you.
Let's be more conservative. I don't want to say, you know, everyone's like that, yeah?
Right. Okay. Well, that's congratulations to your team. That's great news. You know, as we all know, you know, you studied economics, you know, hands-on for 30 years. I think we are about to go from 2020, which was to 2021, right? And I think a lot of people are kind of like, you know, what's happening, you know, what will next year hold? So given your diverse experience in economics, investments, and Nu Skin, how do you see our business doing in 2021, given what has occurred this year? And what will happen next year? What do you think? What's your...
Okay, so if I were to gaze into the crystal ball for next year, based on what I see this year and what are the trends emerging, I want to highlight 3 key points. The first one is you will see during this last year, it's been emphasized that those companies that did very well were those who had an ecosystem of products and services which you kept going back to again and again. In fact, it seemed that your whole day was about consuming this company's products. Okay? Example, Apple. If you have an iPhone, you have an iPad. I'm speaking to you now on my MacBook, and then you have an iWatch. And of course, with the new iPad, you need to buy the iPad and the keyboard, right? And of course, tell you all the app services. Amazing, right? Amazing. Another example is Facebook. Okay. Another example is Microsoft. Microsoft is no longer just talk about Windows. We're talking about cloud services. Another example is Amazon. Amazon is into cloud services. Amazon is starting to not just sell you on Amazon products on the Amazon site. They're starting to sell you food. They got everything. Okay. So in this respect, Nu Skin has now got a critical mass of complementary and synergistic products in our ecosystem. Now, Willing, when you and I started years ago, we had skincare and we had to demonstrate this. And then in the supplement side, we only had Life Pack. Maybe. And we did not have TR90. No. Now we have weight management. We should talk about us being number one for the last how many years. We have the home beauty devices family, of which Boost is the latest addition. And we've been voted as the number one home beauty device market player in the world. And they all work synergistically, you know, like Apple, the Mac, the iPad, the pen, and all that work together. And of course, in our supplement side, it's not just Life Pack or G3, but also our R squared, our Y span. Okay. So to me, that's very powerful. That's point number one. We now have a critical mass of products in an ecosystem that keeps the client coming back for more and more. I mean, just think, your clients will be using products from head to toe. From the time they wake up, wash their hair, they spa their hair with neutral, clean their face, brush their teeth, and so on and so forth. In fact, my two girls, one of them just came back and they ran out of product because they had to go to stay in the hotel. They said, "Dad, I was reduced to using Colgate."
Oh my God.
Because I couldn't resupply those things, you know, while they were there. But anyway, so I think this ecosystem of product is very important looking forward into 2021 for all the companies that want to succeed. The second thing I see is that all companies that is going to thrive in 2021 need to have complementary online and physical store presence. For example, the recent Black Friday, which was about maybe a few weeks ago, do you know that in the US, the statistics show that physical stores turnover actually went down as much as 20%.
Wow.
It was all the online merchants that went up. In our part of the world, Alibaba, of course, in their part of the world, Amazon. Now, there is one brand I think we are all familiar with called Lululemon. Do you all know? Okay, Lululemon is a very well-known brand that started in Canada from yoga, okay? Okay, they started yoga, but there are a lot of other things, but okay. So there are, you could say, a wellness brand, a leisure wear brand, sports brand. Do you know that I read the report of Lululemon, their physical store sales went down 36%. Their online sales doubled. Isn't it amazing? Now, of course, Nu Skin, we have both. We used to think we needed to go bring our clients down to the physical store, wait patiently for our clients to navigate the jams in, I don't know where, PJ or wherever, KL. And then by the time they come, it's too late and they're hungry, and as I said earlier, right? But now we can do both physical store and online.
Yes.
And we are doing precisely that. So to me, this is amazing. The third thing, and this is very important, I think most of us are looking forward to some sort of gradual reopening in 2021 with the arrival of the vaccine. And I think sometimes people might think things are going to go back to normal, but things cannot completely go back to normal. What we had this year was a near-death experience. In fact, some enterprises will not come back. Just like when you have a stroke, a major stroke or heart attack, is your body the same ever again?
No.
Or is there enough scarring for you to need to change your lifestyle? Don't tell me if after you've had a major heart attack, you still eat fried food. Not possible.
Residual effects, residual impact. Yeah.
All right. So I was reading a very important report today by Bloomberg. Very interesting. They used artificial intelligence and they were able to capture a lot of conversations by all these corporate guys talking about the future. And you know what they found? A lot of the conversation was, how do we reduce fixed costs for 2021? They picked up all these things, and you know what are the three fixed costs? Wages, rental, inventory. Now, inventory, I already covered with online and offline, okay? Wages, if you're an employee, well, job security is going to be an even bigger issue. Maybe the bosses will say, well, things are not going to be coming back so fast. Maybe you want to spend more time with your kid. Why don't I call you in when I need you? Why don't you work from home? Take a lesser package. I think these things are going to happen. What about office space? Now, once I reduce office space, it's also because I'm going to reduce headcount.
Yes.
So I think this is the best time, coming to end of the year, reflecting on 2021, to go back to the people we talked to, go back to the people who said no to us, and maybe there has been some scarring in terms of the economic and the business. Maybe they got a pay cut, maybe something else happened to them. And even if nothing happened, there must be at least a awakening of the psyche for the future. If they still feel that things are going to be the same as before, never mind, move on and talk to the next one. I think there are enough people thinking about it.
So I guess what you're trying to say is that, these 3 points is Nu Skin has the ready ecosystem, just like Apple.
Yes.
I was just saying the other day, if Apple was to develop a car, we'd buy it because it's Apple, isn't it? Right? So the ecosystem is set up. The physical and online system is set up, and people are more, are very open to using online and Zoom and all this technology now, right? And the third thing is that if all these companies are talking about fixed costs and reduction of fixed costs, that's a direct hit to a lot of people who are in employment.
Yeah.
So that's what the prediction is for 2021. That makes a good reason, to do Nu Skin right away.
Absolutely.
That was awesome. That's fantastic. Now, with the rise of, again, just to, as you're saying, 2021, will it go normal? But some people may still expect it to be normal, right? Some people are, and they attempt to restart their jobs, and people who are in the business, may start to lose focus, So
yes.
What do you say about that?
Yeah, I think this is completely understandable. I know that some people came into our business, were born LOI during the lockdown, during the MCO, during the circuit breaker, and because their pay got cut or their business came to a standstill, they had all the time on their hands and they had loss of income. So this was a way of earning side income. Now that it's going to reopen, I need to go back. I got a job to do, catch up on all the work. I got to catch up on my business, got to pay the rentals and so on and so forth, right? The back rentals. But let's focus again. Even without COVID, you and I, really, we came into the business. Did we come in because we needed to make a bit of side income, or because we wanted a different way of life, total peace of mind?
Yes.
Okay, so I think when we talk to our friends or whoever who have come in during this period and say, oh no, I can't be doing Nu Skin now because I've got to get back and this and that. Sure, I understand. You need to get things back to where they were before. But why did you look at Nu Skin in the first place? Was it to make up for lost income, or was it to go on to a different trajectory in the future? Because if it's just to make up for lost income, I think you would continue to go back to whatever active income that you had. But if there was a deeper why, a stronger why for you to do this, then you would try and balance the two. Which is what most of us did, right? When we came in, we didn't do it full time immediately. So that will be my message. Why are you doing this in the first place?
Absolutely. And I think, again, without COVID or without anything, I think we still want freedom. We still want time. We still want to be a complete orange rather than, completely exhausted from work, right? Yeah. You touched upon passive income just now in regards to, Nu Skin's thing. I remember you told me one story before, and I asked you this question: why you as a stockbroker would do this? Can't you just double your passive income by yourself? And Nu Skin's was different, right?
Yeah.
How that story go?
Okay, well, first, if I was Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, I don't need to do this because my net worth would have gone up like 680% in 1 year, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, but for the rest of us mere mortals, the other 99.9%. Okay, firstly, when I meet people, a lot of people say, yes, passive income is important. They also tell me health is important. They also tell me keeping in shape is important. That is the intention, but what are they doing about it? Okay, and countless surveys by banks and financial institutions will tell you close to 75% of the people either haven't got a plan for the future in terms of passive income, or if they thought they had a plan, they don't have enough. Again, another 75% don't have enough. Let me tell you what are most Singaporeans' idea of a retirement plan is called downgrading. Whatever asset you have, and the main asset for a Singaporean, I don't know about Malaysia, is our flat, is our apartment, is our dwelling, whether it's HDB or a house or a condo. Sell that after the kids have graduated and then move to a smaller place, but it's not passive income. Okay. So let's say you're one of those who really say, no, I want a passive income that is not just talking about downgrading or selling my flat when I'm 60 or 65. Okay. If you had $1 million to get me to manage for you, I could put it into something that could yield you 5%, let's say, safe. Yeah, 5% on $1 million. How much is that? 50,000 a year. That's only 4,000 a month. Now, how many people you know have amassed $1 million portfolio? Not that many. Clean, right?
It's risky.
Well, but how many? How many? I mean, we barely have enough to pay for our our kids and this, and we keep saying, oh, thank God, at least our house has appreciated. Right. And then really, most people don't put aside that kind. But even assuming that you were the top, I don't know, 1% or 5%, but let's just say you have $1 million, and then you have 50,000 a year, which is 4,000 a month. Now I say to you, I think it's not enough. Let's try and double that. And then you guys says, how do I do that? Give me another $1 million. Make it 2 million. And I'll make it 8,000 for you. Now, how many people can then give you another $1 million? Impossible.
Like that.
Okay. So that passive income, that financial passive income is very, very hard to achieve. Because not many people think about it, and by the time they think about it in their 40s, it's a bit too late. They've run out of runway. But in Nu Skin, again, I want to be conservative. If you work at it and you become, in our terms, what we call executive brand partner, please talk to the person who brought you. What this means, it basically means you have 4 frontline franchisees, yeah, and you do a reasonable number, you stand to earn somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000 Sing dollars a month within the first 2 years or so. Now, 3,000 to 5,000 Sing dollars a month within 2-3 years, compared to having $1 million, which you probably need, I don't know, many decades to accumulate, and still only earning 4,000.
Right.
Wow. I think it's no fun. Okay, and this is with no capital, no inventory, no preset skills. Now, how much is that in ringgit? 3,000 to 5,000 Sing is about 10,000 to 15,000 ringgit. That's pretty decent, right?
Very good.
You mentioned earlier you did that in no time as well, so you know it's true. And when you did it, how many products did we have?
Not a lot. We had
not a lot, right?
We have now,
right. And the velocity trend, is a lot more generous now, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You know, it would have paid you and I a multiple of what we earned then, right? So if you earn 15,000 then, you will be earning 50,000 ringgit for the same volume. You know that, right?
Yes.
So I want to be conservative. I say if you work hard, you focus at this, you can be looking at earning 3,000 to 5,000 Sing dollars or 10,000 to 15,000 ringgit within a few years of doing Nu Skin. Versus having accumulated $1 million to then earn you 4,000 Sing dollars of passive income.
That's a lifetime to earn $1 million.
Well, I don't think many people have it, honestly. I mean, most Singaporeans are millionaires by virtue of their house.
Oh.
But I always say you can't eat the brick, right? In your house.
No. Or unless you sell it, right? That's the same.
Oh, that's different, right?
Yeah. So an EBP starting off at 3,000 to 5,000, and the good thing about that, it multiplies, right? And you grow it, as you saw, as I shared just now at the graph just now. Awesome. So I'm going to come to the last question. We learned so much from you. So you've done Nu Skin and many years. If we rewind time back and we say, okay, without Nu Skin, how would you think your life would have turned out? And
So,
advice for current leaders who are exploring the opportunity. I'm sure a lot of new people are here today.
okay. So firstly, from top to toe, I will probably have less hair, and more of my hair will be white. Gray. I will have a bigger tummy, and will have my bank account will also be depleting. And the most important thing is I would have peace of mind.
Right.
I just ran into a friend at a golf club earlier when I went there for lunch, and we had our masks on, so we got my God, he has aged so much even within a year, right? Because his hair just turned completely white, and you could see from his shape and all that, right? And we were just asking me how things. He said, "Oh, business is bad," the usual stuff. So I'm so grateful. I was so lucky that someone showed me Nu Skin, and I didn't walk away thinking it was MLM or skincare, and said, "Wait a minute, there's something going on here. This is a sure win business, right?" Where people saw a lady's business, I say, no, it's wonderful, and it's a sure win business, and it's going to give me all those things that we talked about earlier. So my advice to anyone here who present business builder, maybe you haven't really focused, maybe you try and you keep going back to your upline billing. I find this very hard, especially now that my business is reopening and blah 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 blah, and my kids and this and that. And to the new people, maybe you came to this event most reluctantly, so that your friend will not call you again. Okay. Again, I want to emphasize that luck has everything to do with it. Consider yourself super lucky to come across the one and only vehicle, in my mind, that will take you to a future you never imagined possible. That way you can have financial freedom amounting to tens of thousands of Sing dollars per month, time freedom, health, youth, and complete peace of mind. So even if you were skeptical, ask yourself a few questions. Wheeling Tan and Juinn Wen here, men, professionals, and there are many, many others like us. Are we for real, or are we some part-time actors handed that's just here to give you a show? Of course not, right? Nu Skin is for real. So I just want to put 3 questions to all who are doing the business now, but not getting the traction, and perhaps suffering from some distraction, a disillusionment with the business, not quite giving you what you think your upline said you'll be getting. And for the completely new people, 3 things I will say to you. 1, is Nu Skin for real? Well, I don't care what people say, but facts are facts. Wheeling did a presentation earlier. If I may summarize it, we've been 36 years we've been around for 36 years, Nu Skin, 50 plus countries. Number 1 in Singapore, direct selling company for 9 years consecutively. And people like you and I are real. We did it part-time. I'm not asking you to do it full-time immediately. And then we went on to do full-time, and we are able to not just provide, but more than provide for our family. So Nu Skin is real. And I tell you why else is real. Because if you look at the stock price quadrupled over this year, because the fund managers like what they are seeing. The second thing I ask is, what kind of life do you want? To go back to your metaphor of the orange, which orange do you want to be? Are you the one who say my life is like that because my friends' life are like that, my parents' life are like that, so I'm like that? Okay? Or is there another way out? Because we're not trying to sell you any product. We're trying to sell you an idea, a vision, a dream that your life can be completely different.
Yes.
Okay. And the third and the most important question, can I succeed? I've seen enough people, introvert, extrovert, sales experience, no sales experience, very quiet, very loquacious. never used skincare before, like you and I, never done MLM before, totally skeptical. But once they lock in and they believe and they work at it, wow, they can all make it. If I did not believe that anyone and everyone who wanted to do it could succeed, I wouldn't be in this business.
Sure.
Yeah. So I totally believe, irrespective of your background, once you see the vision, once you do what your team leader and your team tells you to do, you will make it.
Absolutely. Such great advice. I hope, thank you, Juinn Wen. Really, it kind of sets a good tone for people to reflect a little bit, what is it that they want in their life, and go for it, right? Yes. And it is real. It is real. Absolutely real. It's the scene, my scene here, this is not real. But Juinn Wen's house, that everything, the brick mortar, the swimming pool, all that is absolutely real. All right, Juinn Wen, thank you so much today for your wisdom, your sharing. I'm going to continue ahead and complete and finish the presentation. Stick around. Guys, let's give Juinn Wen a round of applause. Thank you so much for his time today and his sharing. Please stay with me. I'm going to share with you more as we go along.
Thank you. Have a good 2021. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so to kind of echo what Juinn Wen talked about just now, he talked about the stock price. So you looked at a stock price, it's hovering around 35 and 40, and when a jumped 25% in July, and in September ended up at about 52, 60 USD. So the question is, what happened? And again, I just want to reflect. This is actually a summary from Juinn Wen that I wanted to share. I thought it was so good. What happened? Why 4 times growth? Biotech enterprise. Nu Skin is, you may think that we sell skincare and lotions, but we really are a biotech company where we have patented unique anti-aging solutions. All right. Number 2 point, as you mentioned again, we have successfully pivoted 80 to 100% online sales, where most people who have physical outlets have a challenge. As Lululemon, Nu Skin is still continuing, if not doing better in our sales. And again, the busy professionals are looking for an alternative solution. And what better not a solution where the cost is virtually zero and virtually no risk, where you can do at home and to build that business. And that's why the excitement of that growth 4 times, plus the fact that we're launching the Boost product just recently, and we'll officially launch it next year in March. So that's the proof of the pudding. Now, just a bit summary as, what kind of business is here today? This is network marketing. This is multi-level. But you may have an idea, say, I want to do an old-fashioned, I want to start a traditional business. But these are the criteria for a business, right? You're looking for low investment. Why not? Low risk. I want that. I want a good branding. Yes, definitely. I want to be able to unlimited expansion. I want a system that is proven. You want to not deal with inventory, right? You want to consign as much as possible, and you don't want to deal with people. But if you open a traditional business, hey, that's what you have to experience, right? That's what it is, and that's what he said. Only 1% of companies actually really succeed. But if you look at maybe, I'll say, I'll buy a franchise. What happens if I buy a franchise? Well, buying a franchise makes lots of sense. You definitely get the branding. You definitely get the proven system. But everything else, it costs money. You have to pay the master franchisor. There's always inventory, and you got employees to work with. But what happens? What happens if you choose a different platform today? You want to build a business, a network marketing business, where low investment, low risk when there's no investment. The branding is there, and we're global branding wise. You can expand unlimitedly as to how many franchises you want to open in 55 countries. It has a proven system. You just do what your uplines duplicate to do, and there's no inventory in your house, and there's no employees to pay salaries, where, as Juinn Wen mentioned, there's nothing to do with wages anymore. So when you look at this and say, what is the smarter choice? If you are going to have a full orange, what would you invest in your family? The savings, or you choose a business that gives them a peace of mind, that gives you a peace of mind? Guys, we're here today because the world is changing. Social media, Wi-Fi, internet has changed the world. Amazon has almost no stores. Facebook creates no content. Uber owns no cars. Alibaba has no inventory, right? And Airbnb owns no real estate. The world has changed. If we continue to think the way to do business traditionally, we would probably be like Lululemon and drop 36% if they didn't do online as fast as they could or pivot as fast as they could. The world has changed. It's a new frontier. 4 billion people are connected online. $4 trillion of social commerce revenue is being created. The question is, how can you be a part of it, but without opening a traditional business, without buying a franchise, but with your business that you can do anytime online, as long as you have a phone and you have a dream that you want to do. Isn't that cool? Let's give Nu Skin a 55555 to this opportunity that virtually anybody can participate in. You know, the world is changing, you know, and I just want to share with you something exciting that we just acquired last year. And, you know, you see this picture, you know that, you know, from a greener world, you know, it's getting more polluted. And a long time from now, we're going to be asked questioning, is our food safe? Is our extract really that pure? You know, will the air be clean enough? Will the water be clean enough? What we've done is we've acquired a company called Grovy. And we have the technology to have controlled environment agriculture indoors, where we can give a seed, the best environment to grow, to cultivate the best extracts, so that the purity of the ingredients are at the most efficacious for you, for our products, for the future as well. Guys, this is the future, you know, and we have acquired Grovy. Think about this as a business that is not just what you saw, products or a weight loss or skincare gadgets, but a sustainable business model that grows the ingredients that we all need at the purest level, at the safest level, you know, without the fear of pollution. Isn't that exciting? I'm very excited for this Grovy. In fact, our ingredients for our latest boost technology comes out from this CA technology. We're very, very excited. I hope that you're excited too. Now, we're not just talking about, you know, success. We're talking about giving back to the society. We're talking about being a force for good in this world. I think more and more people, as you know, this world 2020 has been quite challenging. It's not just about the COVID, but about relationships, about giving back to society, doing good, being good, and helping other people. And we haven't done that just this year. We've been doing this for many, many, many years. We invite you to join us to be a force for good. We've donated more than 700 million meals all over the world, saved more than 12,000 children in Southeast Asia alone for the heart congenital disease. We invite you to join us to save and help more people today. Would you like to? Thank you to everybody who participated as well. Now, this business, you know, has incentives. You do well, you do what you need to do, you get to travel the world. These are just a few of the trips coming up for some of the leaders who have achieved their results. And Istanbul, London as well. Next year, it will be Moscow. So how many of you would like to go to Moscow? If you'd like to go to Moscow, give me a 1. If you'd like to go to Moscow for free. And what Juinn Wen shared just now, being an EBP, having 4 franchises, already qualifies you to be able to go to Moscow completely free. That will be 2022. I think that's, at that time, traveling will absolutely be okay. Not a problem anymore. We still have to be careful, but hey, better than it is now. I enjoyed this business. This business has provided not only us to achieve our dreams, but a platform to help many others to achieve their dreams as well, and to be able to make their choices as they see fit. What choices would you want? Now, this is a picture of all our leaders here today, and many, many leaders are, I couldn't fit them all here today, but these are leaders who have been able to make their choices with this platform and with the financial strength that they're able to get from this business platform. So one day, you know, you too can be able to make the choices that you want and the dreams that you want to come true. I believe that life must be exciting. I think, don't you agree? If you agree, life must be exciting. Give me a 2. If you want your life to be exciting, or do you want to be just a squeezed out orange? Or do you want to go to work, come back, go to work, come back, go to work, come back, go to work, and have 2 weeks holiday until you're 60 years old? If you want something more exciting than that, I'm not saying that your life is not exciting, but if you want more excitement, and to have life as an adventure, then hey, this probably would be a great choice of a career or a business for you. You know, for me, this business, was it easy? Absolutely not. And we never say that this is easy, but I would always tell you that it is worth it to be able to bring your parents around. It is worth it to wake up with your kids and they come and give you a kiss as you wake up in the morning. It is worth it to spend time with your spouse and not spend time with your boss. Ask yourself, which one do you want to spend with, right? And the places that you want to go. This business allows you that kind of freedom, just as what Juinn Wen has been able to experience as well. We've been able to, and we're very grateful that this business has given us a time freedom. This is one of our trips that we went to New Zealand for 1 month without an agenda. We just stayed in many, many Airbnbs and rented a camper van and just drove around. But this business allowed us to have that kind of freedom. Same thing as well. After the Monaco trip, we went 1 month again in Europe, drove ourselves all over the places, went to Pompeii and all this. I have a short video to show you. I hope you enjoy this video as I continue to finish this presentation. Yeah. Okay, so I want to share lastly that what is important. I think the speed of our success must be faster than our parents aging and our children's growing up. Do you agree? And this opportunity allows us to be able to create that kind of a future, not just for yourself, for your parents, but also for your kids. This is us in 2003 when we started this business, and you say two engineers, chemical and mechanical, and this is us now. And we're very blessed that this business has given us the health to add two more addition to our family. And with me here today, say hi, is JL, and she's 4 years old. But again, as you are watching this and you are looking at this platform and this business and what we shared today by Juinn and I, you know, kind of consider what kind of orange would you want to be, and would your current platform be able to give you that choice that you want? And if you can't, why not consider this? And for some of you who would like to join us and start your global business today and achieve your dream or the lifestyle that you want, there is just a couple of 3 things that you need to do. Get your free account. Signing up is free for life. You don't have to pay any registration yearly at all, and it is lifetime. Create a success story, create a testimonial for the products that you use, just like how I started when we started transforming. Build a 5 franchises, like what Juinn Wen mentioned just now. Earn your 5 figures from this business. And there's a couple of options that I recommend. There's option A in Malaysia right now, which has a free gift, a True Face Essence Ultra worth $566. So that's something that you can use for total transformation where people can actually see. Or you like to have youth preservation or youth transformation. This is option B. This is our very famous signature product, Door Pack. And talk to your friends about this particular promotion. And of course, option C, which is the Galvanic Spa or the Lumi Spa, which both of them, there are promotions available as well. So again, lastly, I'd just like to share with you next week, 2:30 next week, Saturday on the 26th, Boxing Day, I've invited Ronnie Yogi from Indonesia. He is a $5 million Circle member, COE2, a platinum presidential director, ex-accountant entrepreneur, to join us again as we interview him and find out more why an accountant, an entrepreneur would want to choose a new skin business all the way from Indonesia. So please talk to your friend who brought you here today. Let them know you're interested. Come in, learn more about the business today, and see how you can get started to build your business from home. All right. With that, I want to say thank you so much. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. And have a fantastic, fantastic weekend and a week ahead. Take care now. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.